Love, show it to them and they don't show it back. Hate to see that you the one that's doing that. Fact, everybody out for self with a mouth full of lies, so I don't trust nobody else. I ain't asking for help. Mama taught me to get it on my own, no matter how it costs to death. Play my hand until it's gone.
Live my life, here's a little wrong, don't forget my right. This is not a song, this is just my energy. Trying to find serenity. I just want to live my life. Here's a little wrong, don't forget my right. This is not a song, this is just my energy.
What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out. Tonight, we got another episode of Nothing But the Truth minicast with your host, Rose Williams, and me. I am Low from the GOAT. Rose, how have you been doing this week?
I'm all right. Could be better, but I'm all right. I'm alive and well.
Right. Anything interesting happened to you this week that we should know about?
Yeah, my patient went back to... You know what was crazy? Last Tuesday... Yeah, that's right. We did the show last Tuesday. So I went to work this Tuesday. And last Tuesday when I went to work, I wound up coming home because they sent the patient to the hospital.
Right.
So this Tuesday, I went to work and I was supposed to work a 12-hour shift. So I guess about 12 o'clock, I had been taking his blood pressure. His blood pressure got too high. So we had to send him out. We had to send him out like 12 o'clock. So I went, by the time I got home, it was 1. I called my supervisor and I told her, hey, I'm home. I sent him to the hospital. And I said, this is so strange. And she said, why you say that? I said, because last Tuesday I was supposed to work. I said, and you paid me for 8 hours. And she said, okay, I'll call you in the morning. So she called me back this morning and she said, I'm going to go ahead and pay you for 12 hours, even though I worked 6. So she making it really impossible for me to leave because I'll be thinking, oh man.
So they did it again.
They did it again, yeah, but I'm concerned about him though. I'm really concerned about him because his blood pressure is out of control and they ain't really doing nothing. You gotta, that's why they call it the silent killer, because your blood pressure can be sky high and you don't even know it. And
you wouldn't have a clue about it?
Unless you take it. Because I kept asking him, do you feel all right? He said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, are you sure? And I took it and it kept getting higher. I said, oh, this ain't just... I said, what did you eat today? And he was like, I ain't ate nothing. I said, well, what are you worried about? He said, I'm not worried about anything. I'm like, you worried about something? What? And he was like, I ain't worried about nothing. It just kept going up. So finally, I had to send him out,
Was he stressed out or something like that?
He said he wasn't. But he is an older guy, so I don't know.
So, Rose, what do you think about the newest, hottest story that's going on right now? Gabby Petito has been found, apparently she's been found dead.
Mm-hmm.
22-year-old female.
Going off somewhere or another with that guy. I wonder, did she know that guy that she went off with?
It was supposed to have been her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I do believe that more video footage came up of her. It was video footage of her on the news saying that they picked up another guy and he made her feel nervous. The whole situation is just odd to me.
They got a lot of sick people in the world today, that's into all this kind of crazy stuff, I tell young women, myself included, hey, you got to really take some time these days to get to know somebody. Because a lot of people not brought up with old school values, they don't take time to know people. And not only that, just this country. I know we was born and raised here, but man, this country ain't too much change. I hate to say that. I know we want to believe that it's changed, but the stuff that's going on now, I don't know what to say. My mom and dad, and I was a little girl coming up in the South. That's what brings back memories for me. And then I try to express the way I feel to somebody, a Caucasian person or a friend or somebody, that I know. they change the subject to something else, like it never happened, or they try to. You're already feeling bad, but they act like it ain't never happened. It just make you feel just like some sort of way. And if that was a black woman, I mean, and I hate to bring race into it, they wouldn't waste their time trying to find her like that. That's true too. Yeah.
What do you think happened to this young lady?
It's possible that them two guys could have did something to her, and
well, one of them was supposed to be her boyfriend. The other guy was a hitchhiker or something.
Well, I don't know what he pick him. What you go pick a hitchhiker for? You don't know him.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Why would you pick up a hitchhiker when it's just you and your female friend? Why would you do that?
I wouldn't. Reading the blog, some people say the police killer. So I don't know. It's just you just gotta watch where you be going.
Let me play something for you real quick. I'm gonna play something for you. This is just a little something about this case right here that raises eyebrows.
We really had a nice morning with everything, but she just worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go hike arches and stuff like that.
Okay. You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had a cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted me. I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take it.
Bros, you know what this is right here?
Who, the guy? He said got scratches on his face.
Yeah, this is body cam footage. What happened was they were pulled over by the police in one of these places that they went. Before she went missing, they were pulled over by the police because he was doing like 50 or 40 something in a 25 or something like that. But when the police got behind him, he noticed that they hit the curb. So
trying to slow down.
Now, I don't know why they hit the curb, but they hit the curb. At that point, he pulled them over. And saw this guy that was abused and beating and was bleeding and battered. And saw a woman that was very hysterical. Looking at police pulling them over midway through their cross-country trip.
Go anywhere, let's just calm down for a minute. And then
this is a video that's an hour and 17 minutes long.
I know I was going to push, but I was just trying to push her away. She go, let's just take a minute, step back and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel.
What about the speed? Did she take over the pedal on you?
If I was going fast, I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up, and then her gripping the wheel. So if I sped up, I'm sorry about that. Or if I was speeding beforehand, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So,
yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay. And I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But I'm really sorry about that.
Rose, let me ask you a question. Does this guy look nervous?
Yeah, he look nervous. All of them should have put all of them in the jail. But see, that's the way they do see. That's the way they got one agenda for one group of people and another agenda for another person.
So my eyes ain't playing tricks on me. This guy looks nervous.
Yeah, he was nervous. He should have put the police, like I said, these police officers, man, they got, I don't know what they be telling them when they be training them or whatever. They probably tell them all black people steal. They probably do tell them that. Because if that was the other way around, they would lock all three of them up. And they would have sent that girl to the hospital or whatever. They would have saw that she was upset. Why in the world they let them people go? I do not know. Because I wouldn't have let them win.
What about the particular part of the video that we just saw that drew red flags with you?
When he had all the marks on his face and then he had the thing on his hand and then he hit the curb. He said the girl pulled a... That's just crazy. All of that was crazy. I would have took him down to the station because that would have detained him. That would have detained him and they could have collected more evidence. Well, I don't know what in the world made them let them people go. But that's a lawsuit anyway because the girl wound up dead and now they can't find the man. So That's a lawsuit. I know her parents gonna sue.
They let these two go their separate ways. They sent him to a hotel, and I think sent her someplace else for a couple of hours. Then they got back together. They reunited after this.
Reunited, all right. Reunited to death. Mm-hmm.
Let's watch a little bit more of this real quick, and I want to get you to analyze this driver. I want you to analyze her. Okay?
Okay.
Let's continue. And the cops. Also analyze the cops.
All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check your waistband? I got to turn around for me real quick. Perfect. I just want to make sure. That's all, man.
And then what? His reaction was to do what?
It's gonna be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you? Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him, but I understand if he hit you, but we want to know the truth. If he actually hit you. Because, where did he hit you? Don't worry. Be honest.
She's crying the whole time, Rose.
Yeah, but I know he hit her or did something to her. Somebody did something to her. No woman ain't gonna sit up there and cry like that.
He slapped your face or what? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, have you been drinking? Okay. What was up with this driving? This officer said he hit a curb. While you're driving? While he was driving, you were hitting him?
You know, they blurping out, they beeping out certain stuff.
I know.
They don't want us to hear everything.
Did Jordan tell him all this?
I didn't get that far into
Okay,
it. She was hyperventilating
She's
a
saying
little
that
bit.
they don't drink, but at the point when you lit them up,
You don't drink or anything.
She started hitting him.
Yeah, I was yelling at him, and then when you started doing that, I kind of punched her arm.
Why is she talking like that, Rose?
She's
Let me ask you a
like
question.
her-
Did you hear her voice?
Gabby?
Yeah,
Why is she talking? Why does she sound like a 2-year-old?
I don't know.
You don't know why she sounds. You don't have any idea.
I think she might be on some drugs or something, or he done did something to her.
Well, they don't
And she finna
drink.
come up with- That's what she say, but look how
But
she talking
listen to her. He was
like a little child.
like a child. You know, I think she's lying about the we don't drink too.
I think she under some kind of influence, and I guess I don't know. I don't know whether maybe they ain't tested her for alcohol. Like I said, if it was one of us, we'd have to take a breathalyzer test, get out there and walk and everything else.
Right. Well, I think this video wasn't started at the beginning because we never saw her get out the vehicle, right?
They kept
We never
over
saw her exit the vehicle. When we saw her, she was already in a police car. So I think
She's
that,
under the influence or something.
yeah, I think definitely who goes across country in a van without drugs?
You do some drinking.
No. But just say for instance they have me and you, let's buy a half a pound of marijuana. We both enjoy weed, right? We both enjoy beers.
I can't use weed.
I'm just saying, in the scenario that we both enjoy marijuana, and we got, let's just say, money coming from our parents or whatever. Like, well, we wouldn't even have to. We can just take off for 3 months.
Yeah.
Buy a van.
Yeah.
Take off for 3 months and go from New York to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just do that. Like, no worries in the world.
No worries. Wow.
Ain't that privileged?
Very privileged.
Who can do things like that? Who can travel across a goddamn country
Gotta kill ourselves to work.
at 22 years old, travel across the country just for fun?
That's why
buy a van to do it.
That's why it's like that, because she always lived a privileged life. You know, that's the way people are today. They'll
Even
say,
in death, she's privileged because look at all the news coverage. Like, we're
all the
covering
news
it.
coverage. Yeah, everybody know who she is.
Yeah, I don't cover news like this. I don't know. You know, I cover a lot of things with Caucasian people. But you know, just the average missing person doesn't make me.
Well, I guess they find, you know, it was another girl. They never found her to this day. Natalie Hardaway. She was in matter of fact, me and my girlfriend was talking about that. Natalie Hardaway, they never found her. They never found her. And the guy came back, that same guy came back and killed another lady. He put her in the suitcase. That's how he got her out the hotel. He killed her and put her in the suitcase.
I remember that. He was a cop, wasn't he? This was from Chicago.
Well, I don't know where it was or whatever, but anyway, I know he come back and he killed the other girl. But Natalie was in the Caribbean. I think she was in Bermuda or wherever she was at. She went there on her senior trip, her and some more people. And
a high school trip?
Yeah, it was a high school trip. She was her senior year. That was her last year. No, her last year.
By the way, I remember that. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, but that same man killed her, and then he came back a couple of years later and killed another girl, and they caught him.
Wow.
He killed that one and put her in the suitcase. That's how he got out the hotel.
What about this girl right here in this case? Police pull him over. Got bleeding. Drove the van home that she brought without her.
Without her, then dump out in Wyoming.
Yeah. Then also, he disappeared the next day. Some people are saying that because of this video of him bleeding and her going ballistic, that he was fearing for his life.
I don't believe that, but that's just me.
And yeah, because so many people won't believe that he had to run, because people won't believe that. But you got to look at the evidence. He's bleeding. She's sitting in the police car, cool, calm. Oh, he didn't do nothing. He just touched my face. But he's bleeding. She grabbed the steering wheel of the car. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be something going on there. I think this guy did fear for his life, and he believed nobody would believe him in his side of the story, that he had to do what he had to do to kill a psycho woman. What do you think about that?
That's possible, but
I think that's what happened.
She start beating on you. Why is she gonna stay with this woman?
He wasn't beating on her.
I'm saying
when she pulled him over,
when she started,
let him go. He refused to press charges on her.
Yeah, fool. He should have went on and pressed charges then.
But he refused to because it was just one thing they were arguing about. It just a small situation.
It is a lot of psycho people out there. It's a lot of psycho women out here. It's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Some people are saying that she may have died on drugs and he's just scared because of this. Yeah, because of this particular situation. You know, like I say, who drives across country just for the pure enjoyment of seeing these places without no type of stimulant?
Well,
none at all.
Well, the parents made it like that. They fix it like that and made them children think, oh, you got a privileged life. Oh, go take some time off.
Yeah, but white folks, they don't look at prescription drugs as stimulants like marijuana or alcohol. So they look at those as just regular, like, I take this, it just sends me to sleep. It does nothing else but send me to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Michael said he wanted to go to sleep too. He sleep now, ain't he? Raise your children. I tell people that all the time. Kids do not ask to come here. And it's not always easy to raise these kids.
Rose, do you think he killed her?
It's possible. Maybe he didn't mean to kill her, and things just got out of hand.
Why would he run?
He run probably because he's scared. Because like you say, nobody ain't gonna believe him, and that's how it is. Ain't nobody gonna believe him.
The court of public opinion is a lot.
I know.
The public can sway. It's a witch hunt, right?
Yeah. It's worse. It'll be worse for a black man because they've been went into jail like they did with
I don't think they're a search for a black man. Hundreds of officers. They'll just wait till he kills somebody else, and catch him later. You know what I'm saying? Catch him when he make a mistake. Catch him on accident. This guy, they're gonna search for this guy because they don't want him to kill another white person. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna search for him.
Why do we still have to be like that in this day and age, 2022? I mean 2021?